Thank you everyone for joining us for another week of our Farmcraft streams. I'm joined here today by several guests who we will introduce shortly. But first, I do see some folks in the chat, so if you are seeing this right now, please leave a little message and let us know that you can hear us. But yeah, thank you again for joining us. So we just closed our preseason challenge number 1 last Friday, and we got a ton of great submissions, including some that we're going to be going over today. And we're also going to be going over preseason challenge number 2, which is going to be due next Friday, March 12th. So you'll be able to see some little tips and tricks to getting that challenge started. And then we have a little surprise for the second half, which you can already kind of see on your screen right now. But we're actually going to be showing a little sneak peek of the actual Farmcraft world that's going to be coming March 31st. So first, I want to introduce my guests that are joining me this week. So we have Cathy Chao-Isaacs and Erik Leitner, who are both global Minecraft mentors and truly educators and influencers in the space that have been using games like Minecraft to take what students are already interested in, but then bring the standards and the learning that comes with it through game-based learning. And then we are also joined by Brian Dickman, who's the owner of Cleverlike and is our inaugural mayor of Farmcraft.
The mayor.
Decided.
The mayor.
Yes, thank you.
Be the mayor.
But Brian's been leading the actual development of the Farmcraft world. And so that's a sneak peek that we're going to be getting in a little bit. So thank you three for joining me today.
Always happy to be here.
Yeah, good to be here.
Pleasure.
Cathy sold it better than the two of us.
So before we head into showing some of the cool submissions that we got from this preseason challenge 1, I do want to remind everyone that if you go to nasef.org/farmcraft, that is where you can see the preseason challenge guide. And then also, if you have registered, you should be receiving emails. There was one sent on Monday, and then you should be receiving one later this afternoon that has the Flipgrid submission links as well. And so all the submissions are done through Flipgrid. If you've never used Flipgrid before, I guess what's a brief introduction to Flipgrid and why we've been using it for our Minecraft challenges?
Yeah, so we did a coverage of how to submit to Flipgrid in our last stream, and remember those are always available, so they can always go back on the website like you mentioned. And there will also be a quick link video of me, and my awkwardness, explaining how to enter things via Flipgrid. But basically, Flipgrid is a really fantastic way to allow students to join into a portal, share their voice, whether that's sharing their screen, speaking to the camera, sharing anything that they want to share in any really way, right? Other than just taking it for writing, which is something we see so often, which is a fantastic skill. But we also want our students to be able to express the things that they've learned, express the things that they want to share, express their ideas. And Flipgrid is really, really a phenomenal tool for that. So it's a place where you can go, record your videos, upload them and share them with educators, with each other, and so on. And also then interact with others who have shared their videos. So as you'll see today, we've got a few videos that have been activated and shared. There will be more being activated and shared throughout this week. So if you submitted, your video will likely go live soon. And you'll be able to interact, and we'll talk about that before we are done today very quickly as we explain challenge number 2, which we're keeping secret at least for a little while longer. But you'll know it before we leave today.
So do we want to start going through some of the preseason challenge number 1?
I would love to do that. Cathy, you in?
I'm in, totally.
All right, I'm gonna do some screen sharing again.
You're so good at that.
Screen sharing.
You should definitely do some screen sharing.
I should do some screen sharing.
He has all 5 stars on his Yelp review for screen sharing.
So I know Cathy, Erik, and I have seen, I think almost all the submissions, but we were reviewing them all. So Brian, this is your first look. So it'd be great to get some of your feedback on how this compares to what you've built, and if any of these students are your future employees at Cleverlike.
I tell you, I'm embarrassed of my work looking at the first one already.
Yeah, so keep in mind, we got close to 60 entries already. By no means, if we're sharing yours today or not sharing yours today, should I say, is it any slight against anyone? We just wanted to share some things that we thought were worth highlighting. Honestly, if we wanted to share all the ones we thought were exceptional, we would be in this live stream for a very, very, very long time.
Yes.
So we did pick a few that we do want to showcase. And again, each week we'll be showcasing more. So if yours didn't get showcased this week, there's always a chance that we'll see it on the live stream next week. But the good news is once we make these all live, like these 5 that you see on the screen right now are now live. If you were to go back to the challenge 1 page, you wouldn't be able to record anymore, but you'd start to see the creations of the other teams. And now you can actually start interacting. You can like others, you can comment on them. Now those comments are moderated. So just because you post something doesn't mean they'll see that comment until we've taken a look and posted your comment for you. But we encourage you to do that. Start communicating with your fellow Minecraft players. If you see something and you're like, how did you do that? Say so. If you see something you like, tell them why you like it or you love it. If you see something that you usually do and all of a sudden hear somebody else doing the same thing, connect over that. Really get those conversations going, because as you'll see from today, we have teams from literally, everywhere. Today in some of our videos, we'll be showcasing some teams from Malaysia, as well as parts of the US and so on. So you're going to see teams from everywhere. Get sharing, because it's really a fantastic opportunity to have a chance to engage with those, especially in Minecraft, that you normally may not be able to do so with. So we encourage you, and I'll share that with you as we get into it. But let's take a look at some of these now. So most of these videos are 2 to 3 minutes long. We're not going to watch every second of every single one of them right now on the stream, but we do want to share some. So we'll let them play out, and then we'll kind of mute them a little bit, talk about what we love about it, and then we'll move on. So let's take a look at the first one. By the way, Cathy, how did you feel about the name of this team?
I love the name of this team. Love the name. And then I also love their farm. So
yeah, I think you mentioned both of those things several times as we were going through these. So let's have a look.
Yes.
We are Persephone's Flowers, and this is our basic farm. Our team is made up of 4 people, and we each work together to create a section of the farm. Claudia worked on creating the agriculture portion of the farm, where farmers can grow and harvest different crops, such as wheat, potatoes, carrots, beetroot, and pumpkins. Nandito worked on the livestock portion of the farm, where farmers can keep animals such as cows, sheep, horses, pigs, and chickens. Michelle worked on the bee farm, where bees can pollinate flowers, while the beekeepers can harvest and process their honey. Isabel worked on the fish farm, where farmers can grow, harvest, and store salmon, cod, and tropical fish.
So we're seeing a ton of stuff in there already. So Brian, I'm gonna go to you first though.
Mm-hmm.
So based on what you see here, and I love that overview shot that they provided right from the beginning.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, there are definitely some things we're seeing in there that have already impressed us completely.
Mm-hmm.
So what's impressive here?
I think the whole system here, it's a whole actual operating farm with everything going on. Like they put a lot of thought into all the components and made places for each of them. It's kind of cool. So they kind of looks like they divided it up in those different quadrants and divided the work nicely and built a bunch of different things. So I think it's pretty cool.
Gotcha. Cathy, you want to add anything? Or?
Yeah, I just think that they really thought of what parts of a farm, not just like, oh, here's a farm and we're growing things. A farm encompasses maybe having, well, like they have in their farm, having animals and then the fish. I mean, it's really, they've thought of so much. Yeah.
Yeah, the engineering teacher in me, as opposed to the agricultural one, looks at this from that standpoint and say, like, there's a layout here that just makes sense. Like there was, at least in some form, some planning that went in, and you can hear that in their voiceover when they talk about which roles were taken on by which people, and even the layout shows just a good amount of planning, which is really phenomenal.
And maybe even a little bit of research also, right?
I would imagine so.
And
I wonder how much of the research is research into like how we should create our farm or what layout we should have or what we should include, as opposed to like what Minecraft techniques do we need to make that happen.
Mm-hmm. Well, how about, I was just wondering, do we have any information on how old the kids are?
They're in
So
the
I
high
believe,
school division.
Oh, they're in high school. Okay.
oh, they are, okay.
This is in the high school division, yes.
Okay, love it. All right, well, are you ready to
I
take a look
love
at the next one, or at least some of the next one?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello esports judges. We have for you a farm that we challenged ourselves to build on top of a mountain. We took into concept all of the challenges that we would have had to face if we were making a farm on a mountain, such as water supply from snow, where the farm would be, and heating for the farm. So if we can just go in the farm, we will find, if I can actually get in the farm, we will find out what is inside it and why we have done this. So the main farm out here, I have built Rory. We have built this, well, I have built this because I felt we needed this is the main farm instead of just having each crop in a different room. So here we have the main farm. Wheat, carrots, potatoes, bamboo, and sugarcane. Then over here, we have the melon farm, which, Brent, wasn't that your idea?
Yes, that was.
Interesting, yes. Thought it was an interesting idea. Then down here is a mushroom farm. We have our friend Nolan, who is sadly not here today. It was his idea, so is this netherwort farm.
Okay, so let's pause it there for a second. Again, I think we're hearing that same kind of planning that went in, and I feel like the ones that we're showcasing are ones that really took that kind of concept to heart. I loved the thing outside where they were heating snow for a water source for the garden, which is inside in sort of a greenhouse situation.
Yeah, that's a big one for me. Like the fact that they picked an environment that posed a challenge. Told you. The fact that they picked an environment that would be challenging, and then they decided, here's what we need to do to overcome those challenges, and then build something around it. That's very similar to the kind of mentality, mindset you'll have to take when competing in the Farmcraft game, because you'll be given limitations and have to come up with ways to work around it. So that's pretty smart.
Yeah, I feel like this one definitely kind of, they're preparing themselves for what the season challenge itself would be, whether they realize it or not.
Yep.
Cathy?
I like too how they, they covered the water, they covered the rows. So it wasn't just like, maybe you could harvest, stand above the water to harvest, whereas any of our farms, we would be swimming to harvest. So I like that.
That's accurate. Okay, guilty. Guilty as charged.
Because yours was underwater, wasn't it?
Oh, no. But we always make our farms where we have a row of water, we have a row of crops, a row of water, row of crops, because you have to the water has to be at least one square away.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they covered it.
Trap doors, right? Yeah, they use trap doors here to cover it.
If you want to not stand on the crops.
Yeah, I feel like that's a technique that I am definitely going to borrow. I'll use the word borrow from this team, because now that I've seen that, I'm like, I love it. Like, that's nice level playing field with subterranean water. Like, yes, I'm in.
And I think this is also a good example of your teams should build what's within your capacity and challenge just yourselves. I think this team very obviously was maybe a little bit more familiar with a lot more of the Minecraft mechanics, but preseason is all about learning, and this is time to take inspiration from other videos and what other people are doing, so that way when we officially launch the Farmcraft World March 31st, everyone's kind of learned little hints and tricks from each other.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it's really important to go back to those challenges and look at what was posted and interact with those builders and say like, hey, we loved this. How did you do it? And we would hope that while this is still competitive, that we have a community of people that want to learn from each other, because ultimately that is our goal here. Yes, we're competing, but yeah, the goal is to learn and to share, because as one of the things we mentioned is we want to take the best practices of what scientists do. And one thing that scientists do is share data to improve and build upon scientific discovery. So let's move on to Team GS Agents.
Hello, my name is Tori.
I'm Ollie.
and this is the preseason challenge number 1. These are just beds that we made for fun. It's not part of really the challenge, but you know. So we made our farm above ground, or we made it in the sky because we wanted something different. So this is Cloud Kingdom Farm, and if you go up here, you can go up into the farm with a bubble elevator that I created using redstone. The roles in this were I did the redstone works and the design process, and Ollie did most of the building. Yeah.
I built the clouds and bridges.
So here we have.
All right, so you had mentioned challenging biomes, Brian. I don't think we ever considered sky one of those biomes.
Right. Yeah. The blimp farm, the sky farm. No, we don't have that. We have a lab up on the mountain, but nothing in the sky.
Right, and while we say, oh, that's kind of, fantastical, there's some reason behind it. We look at technologies that are advancing and evolving, and we look at the notion and the concepts that scientists and engineers have been looking to build for generations, like the idea of the space elevator, right? And concepts like this may become a factor. Just because they aren't right now doesn't mean they won't become so.
Yeah. Well, who would have thought talking into your watch was a thing back when someone came up with the idea,
Just Dick Tracy. Only Dick Tracy.
And now it's real. So yeah, definitely sources of inspiration can be as wild and imaginative as possible. The other thing this makes me think of too is it easily translates to the concept of like rooftop farming, like skyrise, building your farm on top of a building. It kind of conveys that concept as well. Pretty cool.
Yeah, Sam, Cathy?
Right.
I picked this one and I really like this farm.
I feel like there's a fantasy element that kind of hooked you in there though a little bit. What was it about it though? Was that it? I think I lost Sam.
She wants a farm on.
No, I'm responding to the chat I'm responding to the chat.
It wouldn't be a Zoom call if we didn't say you're muted.
Yeah, I know. I think part of it, what I liked was, like you were saying, Erik, there is a reason to need to learn how to build food or not build food, but grow food and provide food in different areas. And so and this one kind of reminded me of the idea of like the hydroponic style farms that are like a lot more vertical, and thinking of city, like urban life, like those are really great options for them to be able to still grow food. So even though it's not really building on a cloud, the idea of building a farm into, coming up out of the earth is something that is needed.
This made me think of, there are a lot of areas that are overgrazed, and so they can't grow anything in the ground anymore. So I wonder if, raising where you're growing things, and that's certainly an extreme biome kind of situation as well.
Absolutely. So I know you loved the name of our first team, Persephone Flowers. I'm going to say I love the name of the next team, which is Lord of the Golden Fields. And I don't know if this one has any audio.
Oh, come on.
I know, I may just not be hearing it, but the production on the video is fantastic. So. Oh, there is audio. I may have ruined the shock moment you were supposed to get there.
In this agent part, okay, I programmed it. I told you all just now, okay, all right. And then if I run this simple command, okay, like plant_true and then some numbers, if I press enter, the agent is gonna go and then he's gonna plant the whole thing.
Yeah.
All right, so Cathy, you know exactly why we shared this one, and I'm not even going to start. You go.
Oh,
You go. This is all you.
I know. Well, I love this because, and actually this is the first, I didn't see this before. So I love that this team used the agent and used coding to plant all the crops in this area. I'm so curious to know what I think that those are dispensers on the other end.
Should we let it play out a little bit and see?
But yeah, let it play out. I want to see.
All right, let's see what happens.
Agent's looking up.
Clear the way, agent.
He's thinking about it. He won't move unless you tell him to move. So that's kind of the deal there.
I don't know if this kid.
Oh, there we go.
Wow.
Wait. So that was a flooding of the farm, but to harvest, get out.
Harvest is pushed through the tubes powered by water.
There you go. So not only was it automated in its planting, it was automated in its harvesting as well.
Holy cow.
Right? Very impressive stuff. I love that. I absolutely love that. And to be honest, one of the things I like about this video the most, even though there's so much technical stuff and there's clearly a level of Minecraft knowledge, and there was some thought process and planning that went into all of it. The thing I actually love the most is that aerial view they did of the farming, right? So often we just kind of do like the character view. I never actually watched the agent work from that view. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna start filming that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was nice. That was interesting way to leverage, something in Minecraft, like especially Minecraft Education Edition, by using the agent and coding and stuff like that. And so the interesting thing about the Farmcraft world is that it's kind of custom made to be completely different and a complete surprise to what you're doing. So it's like, it's cool that they did this. And the important thing is for them to kind of keep that creative mindset when they're coming into the Farmcraft competition, with the constraints and the rules that it comes with.
Yeah, right. But having that sort of idea of we're going to try something, we're going to test it, and then we're going to evaluate it and see if it works,
right,
is a mindset you kind of need going into the regular season challenge.
Totally. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Of course, I'm like Cathy. I love anything that, involves coding and the agent, stuff like that. So definitely kudos for that.
I know that's like Cathy's like bread and butter though. That's
mm-hmm.
her favorite.
It's my favorite.
All right. Next we have Team Cousin. Or cousins plural, I believe. So we have a lot to talk about here.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, because first of all, there were challenges here that we didn't even talk about, didn't even ask for, that are being addressed, right? Things like clean energy, which they addressed directly by saying that their farm was going to be solar powered, right? And even the lights and things inside the home or in the buildings were solar powered. And second, to the team's credit, to Farmcraft team's credit, and to Brian's credit, there's a laboratory at their farm. There's a lab.
Amazing.
Yeah.
They're innovating. They're thinking about the future.
Yeah. I mean, this is definitely stuff. All of these we shared for a reason, because all of the skills that we saw presented here, all of the things that were parts of these worlds are things that we kind of need an idea of in our heads as we enter the regular season.
Right now,
all I
want to
regular
do
season challenge. What's that?
Right now, all I want to do right now is go into Minecraft and plant some carrots and potatoes and
Dump some water.
Dump some water.
I could
But
tell.
now we're going to put trapdoors over that water.
Are we
That's the
done?
new
Can
rule.
we do this?
I could see the
That's right.
anxiety on your face. Like, I just need to do that now.
I just need to see this.
Must dump the water.
Yeah.
Did we mention this team is from Malaysia?
Oh, we haven't yet. No.
Yes.
Nice.
So
Awesome.
the first three that we had the first one from Florida. The next one I think we showed Iwako from Washington. And then the cloud farm was GS agents from Pennsylvania in the United States. And then this one's from Malaysia.
Yeah, we had two from Malaysia, right? Florida Golden Fields and this one were both Malaysia.
Oh, Golden Fields was
awesome.
Malaysia also? I didn't
Yes.
know. I didn't
Yeah.
realize.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
And those are definitely, I mean, while this week we have some from the US and some from Malaysia, those are definitely not the only countries represented in the entries that we received. Sam, I don't know if you have some of those numbers are off the top of your head or an estimate of how many countries are participating at this point, but
Yeah, I haven't checked today, so it might be more than right now.
okay.
I think we have over 20 countries signed up right now. Some of the most representation that we do have a ton from the US, which I think comes from a lot of our other Minecraft programs that we've done here. But then Uruguay actually has a lot of teams as well, so I do want to give them a shout out. And then we have teams from Malaysia, China, Mexico. Yeah, this is truly a global farm.
In fact, as I was going through entries, and you know, I feel sometimes a need to give a little shout out, but I saw that the Garage Builders from Mexico had a team entered into this one. And if you've been following any of the NASEF Minecraft stuff, that name rings a bell because they were the winners of our Minecraft Masters competition last summer.
You know, that's what I thought when I saw their name. I was like, wait, these guys, they sound familiar.
That's right.
That's where it was.
So yeah, so cool. So far the entries are wowing us, and there are so many more we could be sharing, and so many more, of course, that we will be posting on the Flipgrid page for all of you to go and look at. If you go back to the Challenge 1 page, you'll see more and more pop up in the next few days, and of course comment, you know, on those, get into conversations with those builders, and then check the page every once in a while because you might have received comments and you want to see what the conversation's about or what people are having to say. All positive, of course, we hope, and constructive about the things that you're creating. So at this point is the most, well, okay, I'm going to say second most exciting because I got to give the students credit first. So the second most exciting thing today is we've got Brian here from Cleverlike, who's been, you know, chiming in a bunch already. But Brian, we get to get a sneak peek now, is my understanding. We kept talking about regular season. We're getting our first sneak peek.
Yeah, it's you know, a little rough around the edges, but it can reveal a lot of helpful information for people that want to know what to look forward to.
All right, I can't wait.
So cool. So this is kind of like our spawning area. This is our lobby. You'll see characters, farmers from the 5 different biomes. These are item frames that will have a customized pictures of the biome map in it. That's kind of in the final polishing phase of the development. So right now we're kind of in the algorithm and you know, dealing with the gameplay flow. But all of these NPCs will present you an option. They'll talk to you about their biome, the challenges that come with their biome, and give you the opportunity to help them. So we're going to go to the tropical. And I'm curious, when I click play, if everyone comes with me. Let's see.
Oh,
yeah, we all did. I was inside your head there for a second.
Okay, so let's interact with. So Erik, we'll let you interact with the NPCs, even though the text is very rudimentary. So this NPC is going to introduce you to the area. So click next. They're going to tell you that you have a 500 coin budget allocation for the season. And then he's going to say, let me show you where the farm is. And watch as he goes to smell the cocoa bean on his way.
Now, this is exciting stuff for me because I'll be honest, right? Like I work with students, I work with teachers. I introduce them to the concept of putting NPCs into their worlds for instruction, but those NPCs don't walk around.
Yes. So I custom animated the NPCs, and they have behaviors that track a hidden target. So I will drop a hidden target. The NPC will track it, and then when the NPC gets close to the target goes away and triggers an event like for it to update its dialogue. So this is how we got the NPC to kind of move around. I don't do a whole lot of them moving around, but I thought that would be a fun thing to add in.
That is
And
really
of course, I
awesome.
see on the right side of the screen that I do have a visible budget of 500 coins.
Oh,
Yes.
wait, let's see that.
Yep.
Right there on the right side of the screen.
And it's our shared
Oh, yeah.
budget. We're all working together. And in the case of a multiplayer, in the case of a multiplayer map, there's a couple of roles there. One is collaborator, like decision making. We have to make a decision. Do we want to? So Erik, go ahead and interact with this NPC, and then present us the question that needs to be answered.
So the farmer is saying, I can test the soil, and then our responses are yes, test the soil, or no, thanks.
Right. So the farmer will talk about the importance of soil quality and fertility and things like that, and how it could impact your crop growth. And you'll have to decide whether or not you want to spend money, 25 coins, to test it. So team, do we think it's worthwhile to test the soil?
Yes.
I'm going to say yes. I'm very data driven. So without data, I wouldn't even know what to do.
Okay. So let's test the soil.
All right. So we're going to spend money for some data.
Okay. So the soil's been tested, and the result will show up on the right side of the screen.
Okay, so 100. So it's out of 100. Let's see what we got. What did we get? Ooh, our soil quality is not so good. So I'm glad we tested it, because that tells me we have something to fix.
Well, and also it cost us.
It did, right? So that came out of our budget. But I feel like, yeah, I said 25 coins to test our soil. But I feel like knowing that was worth it, because if we had planted crops in this poor quality soil without knowing that, we would have no idea what was going wrong. We'd be sitting here waiting for crops to grow that may not grow.
So wait, so then
because our soil is apparently terrible.
Could we test the soil? Like, let's say we grew crops and then they did not do so well. Could we still interact with the farmer and say, hey, can you help us?
Yeah, we'll get to that part, and,
okay.
and you'll understand how you can influence your score. So the concept of this game. Now first of all, this whole project is meant to kind of put you in a situation where you have to make decisions, and you as the player owning those decisions, and whether you feel good about them or bad about them, it's presenting you with a chance to kind of be empathetic towards other biomes, other challenges, and then decisions that are made in farming today that you may agree or disagree with. And the interesting thing about this map is it kind of allows you to choose your path, and then use that as a conversation piece and as a reflection, and also as a collaboration with other people. Like, well, I didn't want to do this, so what about that? Or is there a better way to do this? Or, like, this is the goal of the map is really to get people thinking and learning about different things. So you'll see kind of the different kind of actions you can take that you have to decide. Everything you do is going to lead into a final score. Every decision you make, the time you take to do things, the decisions you make when you decide them, how you interact with and maintain your farm, all of that contributes to a final score. So you have to be very active with the entire process, and probably try to play the game multiple times in order to kind of get a score. So Erik, let's go ahead and interact with this farmer.
Okay. And it says, visit the farmer at the barn to get your supplies needed to prepare the soil.
Okay.
So I assume that's the person standing over there.
Yeah. So let's all head over. This is a team activity.
All right, coming over. Come on, Sam.
You should be able to. Oh, mine shows blank. Do you see the?
We lost Sam. This does say NPC. Let me go ahead and talk to this NPC and see what happens. It is blank at the moment.
Oh, that's sad.
Well, we're in development.
Yeah. The multiplayer must be thrown.
What if we talk to Sam? She's got the same look as this character.
Seriously. Give at a.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was
But
like,
this
maybe I
is
can
a sneak
stand in.
peek. We're not looking at a finished product. We're looking, we're going through some alpha and beta testing right now.
Okay, everybody has a diamond hoe now.
Okay.
Yes.
Yay.
So duly
you,
noted
Sam.
on the barn NPC. So we are going to actually. Oh, I'm in creative mode. Are you guys in? You're not in
I
creative
am
mode, right?
in adventure mode from the look of it.
Good. So you should only be able to interact with the dirt. So let's
see.
go. I'm going to see everybody going in there and harvesting.
Yeah, I can't do anything over here in the grass.
I know that deny blow or the.
I think I hit Cathy.
You did. I got hit. Everybody's hitting me in Minecraft today. A little side note: we used Minecraft at school, and I had to tend to a Zoom call. Well, not their Zoom call. I was helping other kids, and I look over at my screen, and I'm on fire. I was in the apparently I'm
that'll happen.
An easy target.
That's right.
You were getting trolled.
I was.
Oh,
but
shoot.
It's okay. Yeah.
Did
I like being part of the testing process. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Since I logged onto a different account, I'm wondering if my development behavior and resource packs got copied over. Let me just take a quick
I don't know,
look.
but I just accidentally hit a button and now I'm underground with a
Oh, okay.
blocks.
Yeah. So then
can we take a look behind the scenes? That was unintentional, but
you got the secret button. I figured I would hide it so that no one would find it. But
yeah, well, that didn't work on me. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing since I logged into a different account that my latest behavior and resource packs aren't being pulled in. If you kind of have watched me do like live streaming and developing in Minecraft and stuff like that, you'll know that that's development behavior packs, resource packs are an easy way to do things. So what I did with this is try to make it so that it's also readable and understandable for myself and for anyone that goes into this world and wants to poke around. Now that hidden button won't be there. You might have to be a little more creative to be able to get in here and try to reverse engineer things. And reverse engineering it is fair game, I would say, because it's going to be pretty difficult to reverse engineer.
That is amazing.
Yeah, there's a lot of work going on here.
So there's a ton of functions that are so in Minecraft when you're programming, you can use functions now. So the need for command blocks and redstone has almost gone away. But in this case, you could see the command blocks that have the dents in the back of the arrow. Those are conditional command blocks.
What?
And right now if the previous command was successful, then those will run. If it wasn't successful, then those will not run. That's basically how that works. And right now in functions, there isn't a conditional statement like an if then else statement in functions. So we have to use these right now to do that. There are other tricky ways, but I figured I would do it kind of like the old-fashioned way. That's a little more visible. So if you look at some things here, so go back to that, the other side, kind of where you were looking at first, close, standing on the grass. There you go. So you could see in the beginning, we have our remove NPC target. That's the one where the NPC walks to the hidden marker. So that command block gets activated. So when the NPC reaches the target, things get cleaned up. And I have, let's show you some cool things. And so, oh yeah, look, so check the tilling to be completed. So it's comparing the tilled soil on the ground in this room to your farm.
Oh my gosh.
And so when your farm and the soil here match 2 times in a row, both rows of your farm match, then the tilling is complete. Oh, and we didn't get to go to the darn lab.
Yeah, I love looking behind the scenes because that kind of stuff, right? It says, okay, how do we, if we were in the developer side of things, what logic, right, do we use to make sure that the result or the progress of the game or even the program continues in the way that we want it to?
Yeah, and it's a painstaking process, but it's super rewarding, like for you to think of every little detail this is what needs to happen next. This is what I need to check for. This is what we need to account for, all that stuff, like, and keeping the process flowing in the right order. So what I'm going to want you to do is I'm going to turn around and look at that, do a mouse button click on that redstone block there.
Left
and I should scroll wheel click.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? I'm in adventure mode, so I don't know that I can grab it.
Okay, I will get.
Yeah, I gotta switch my.
Okay, wait. Let me hop in here. I'm so busy watching you. I'm so enthralled with your work here. Okay, so I'm in here.
Okay.
So I'm going to activate the. This is a little teleporter that will activate our trip to the lab. Okay, so I'm going to turn that on. And let's head back out. You can right click this button here to kind of go back out.
Oh, I didn't go back out. It just turned the lights off.
Sorry. Can you see it?
Should I hit the button?
Let me TP you to me. TP
okay.
A.
There we go.
Okay, we're all together. So now we're going to summon a cart.
Oh!
All right. Sorry, everybody. I think I only have one seat. Eric's going to have to take the seat.
I don't know. I could film someone else doing it. I don't want to have all the fun.
Well,
Cathy, you want to go for a ride?
They're going to disappear. Like you have to go. It's going to take you to the lab, and then we'll all teleport to you.
All right. So do I just right click to drive here?
Yeah, right click on that.
Wait! Don't. We have to take a screenshot of that.
Okay, hold on. Get all the photos you like. Let's see if I can F5 this.
Oh my goodness!
What a nice smile you have.
Nice.
Yes, Erik.
I want you to know, though, I do not put down my tools while I drive.
Hold on.
There we go. It's gone.
Now I gotta do F5.
Cathy's just ahead. Hold on. There we go.
I'm in there. Wait, I'm just ahead. I'm sitting in the back.
You look like a little kid with a giant head.
That's right.
All right. Go ahead.
Me and my daughter are working the farm together. Thank you.
That's so cute. Okay, so your job is to drive into the tunnel.
Okay, the tunnel is over there. Oh, I am going to run over some things. I'm sure.
My foot.
Toot toot. You know, we can view this from like a scene view here. I can get, third person view here.
We're following you into the tunnel, Sam and I.
Okay.
We need some lights.
I see you. Yeah, so the tunnel is really just a dead end that has a teleport. So I'm going to, let me.
We made it through, or we teleported through somewhere.
So who made this?
Oh yeah, that's my
model.
You went to my command blocks. So this was made by my artist on my team, Azir. He's amazing. Like, he's done all the skins. My creative director, Gatlin Shadow, has helped with the building details. Adam is our world builder who kind of created the main biome world layout. So a lot of people involved in the development of this game. So you got your little Tony Stark guy. It says welcome to the lab, and then when you say okay, he'll remind you what your list of things to do is, and will also activate these other scientists. So this lab is a an agriculture biotech lab that specializes in genetic modification of seeds to help them improve the way they perform in different circumstances. So you're going to learn about how these scientists have developed seeds that can perform against certain challenges. And then you will be able to order a seed that's been customized to fit your challenge if you would like to spend the coins on it. Again, now it's your choice. Do I want to invest in this or do I not want to invest in this?
All right, so let's make some seeds. Can we make some seeds real quick? Because I'm seeing this thing at the end there, and I want to work my way to that.
Yeah, I want you to let me see if I can buy. I want to buy the weed and the bug prevention. I know these engineers. We've worked together before. They're very good at what they do. Okay,
Right.
yeah. So
like we said, you're the mayor. You know this town.
Yep. So the Seedtron 1000. Are
Wait.
we ready?
Is there
We're
a
ready.
sign that says Seedtron?
No, but that's what it's called.
Oh my gosh, it's awesome.
So go ahead and right-click the
Sam, you
The
want to hit the
button?
button? There she goes. Oh, it's doing
Oh
stuff.
my
now watch
goodness.
the animation.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Adam and Kate are gonna love this.
Right? This is too cool. This is some Tony Stark stuff right here now.
Oh,
Yeah.
cow. Whoops. I dropped my mouse. I'm so excited. And it had to get over a hump, a wrist rest to get there.
Wow.
Yes.
Uh,
However,
yeah.
our money has greatly depleted, but I feel like it was worth it.
I
Right.
think so. I think
Who's
so.
who's got the seeds? Anybody have seeds?
I do not
I
have
have
seeds in my
Tahoe.
inventory.
Diamond Toe. Maybe Sam has them.
It could be Sam.
'Cause
She does.
Did she,
Okay.
did she take them and run away? Oh, no, she's
No,
over
no,
here.
I have 200.
Oh, okay. You just grabbed the seeds, were like yoink, and then just took off.
Oh,
I
there
had
she
it,
is.
I had it before the animation.
Yeah,
had-
they
Yes.
happen right away right now.
Yeah.
Yes, but we like the animation.
Testing
We're big fans.
testing goes faster when I get the seeds right away.
Were
and
you
can
trying
run
to
out.
plant the seeds inside the lab?
No,
On the carpet.
We saw that.
you can see everything, can you? No, I was trying to hit my inventory to see if I could drop you them.
Ah, Q.
You
Q should drop them.
throw them.
There you go.
Oh, wait. I threw my
Seeds.
toe.
Seed party.
So Cathy gets to drive the gator through the tunnel.
Yes. Yes.
All right, Cathy, go drive. Go drive,
All right.
Cathy.
I'm going to drive.
One
Right.
cool thing is if you drop anything in the lab, it gets returned to your farm for you
Just
automatically.
married.
Now, do I have to? I can't. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, did you just let me do that? Because before I tried to
It's
drive.
because I was in.
Because he was
before.
already in there.
No,
Yeah.
no,
I
no.
can only have one driver at a time.
When you first went into the lab, I tried.
Oh, I think
Oh.
you have to
Get
go
on the
through the
truck.
progression to
Oh
get back in
my!
there.
Plant the seeds. Wait a minute.
All right, we're back.
Sorry.
Time to plant some seeds. So we did
Driving
till
in
some
circles.
land over here.
Oh, there.
Time for
there.
seed planting.
Wait.
Oh, and look, here are the seeds that you said
Oh,
were
did
dropped.
we all get teleported back? Oh, how much?
I did.
Okay.
I got
Sam, are you with
lost
us?
in the tunnel.
I'm here.
I am planting
Is that gonna
seeds.
be
I am
the joke of the
following
season?
directions.
Sam, are you
Yeah,
here?
did you-
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna plant my
So
seed.
Oh, I'm out of seeds.
time's a wasting.
Oh, I could code
Come
build
on,
it.
plant them seeds. Plant them.
Oh,
Sam is out of seeds. Cathy, you got seeds?
have
Cathy's got, oh, Sam's got more seeds. She's just throwing seeds at
oh
people.
no! Now I lost. Yay! Yay!
Sam is like our Johnny
Confetti.
genetically engineered seed.
Yep.
They're not apples. Sorry.
So there's going to be a command that's checking that we planted all the seeds.
You're right.
Oh my gosh, Brian, I have so many questions.
Right? I was gonna say.
Sam,
I'm sure
can you
students
throw
have
more
so many
seeds
questions
or
as
not?
well.
No, you can finish. You can finish. We have so little left.
Oh my gosh. Wait. Yeah. There's a lot of really cool
Incomplete.
innovation in this.
I feel very accomplished.
Yes.
We're
Okay.
in crop stage 1. We have a new thing on our budget list.
Yeah. So let's talk to the NPC,
Okay.
Erik,
The NPC. I see the NPC. I'm coming.
please.
So for those that are just joining, we are giving a little sneak peek of the Farmcraft world that will be coming out March 31st. So this is a sneak peek.
All right.
Good
so it
work.
says-
Now we need your
yeah.
help to make sure the crops grow strong. Produce the best harvest. Weeds and insects can destroy crops, so it's important to remove them quickly. Do not forget to make sure your crops are also watered. So, a little hint: the watering part's not really built into it, so that's not super urgent. But the insects and the weeds are this is the battle royale part of the game. So go ahead and close this NPC box, and you'll see
Okay.
it should nighttime should fall upon us.
Oh yeah, look at that.
And that's the end of the first day. There are 8 stages before you can harvest.
Okay. And so now it's each stage is crop grow. Okay.
Each stage is 200 seconds long.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, I don't
So
like
many
how you're.
butterflies!
I'm not doing the click in there.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Bats.
Butterflies. They're beautiful.
Yes.
I've
So-
not
so
seen
look-
Minecraft butterflies.
Oh, they're butterflies.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could call them a moth
What-
or a butterfly.
What
So
harm
if-
could they do?
Weird.
They're beautiful.
So you see what it says on your screen? It says remove weeds from crops.
Ah, dandelion, no bueno.
So the dandelions are are
Uh-oh.
coming.
Wait, I thought the seeds we bought were.
Well, we bought resistant seeds. I don't know if we bought how resistant they are. I guess might be a factor.
Wait, I want to pick that one.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
I
It's
went
okay.
and just stole it.
Oh,
There's one down
I
the other
see
end.
one.
There's one down the other end.
I got it. I'm getting it.
So
Oh,
here's,
nuts. I got the crop instead of the weed.
I know the hitbox gets really big on them, so you have to be careful. Now,
Okay.
so a little glitch here, just for people that are following along. Like what's happening is the NPC, like because of the multiplayer thing, I'll have to kind of throttle that. So it kind of accelerated us a couple of days in the process because of the different players interacting with the NPC. So that's
whoops.
that'll be something we control.
Is this, this is a sprinkler here.
So what you're saying is, and I'm going to make the worst joke here, is that we have to debug the farm in more ways than one.
Yep. So watch, I'm going to spray for weeds.
Okay.
Ready?
Oh, oh my gosh.
Wow.
So
Brian, this is so
shockingly
awesome.
pretty.
So
I'm
when
getting
you
sprayed with weed kill. Hold on.
yeah, it's not the
I'm
best.
getting
Like,
sprayed with weed.
I thought about that. I'm like, like that's just part of the process.
Can you drop our health just a little bit when that happens? Maybe.
Yeah, that'd be
or, I
funny.
mean-
Like you start getting poisoned. No, like it's an organic, clean.
so no
clean,
worries there.
yeah. I mean, you could drink it if you wanted to.
If anything, you've washed my clothes.
It's
my
like
lab coat is super clean and shiny now.
yeah.
Okay.
So
The
the
weeds
cool
do
thing
not
about
stop
this
coming.
this interaction, so you'll have, if you look up at the sun straight up, you'll see it's kind of moving along. So it's kind of tracking. I did an interesting thing about, I'm not going to reveal the complete details, but I did a thing to kind of just, the butterflies are a little bit of a distraction, but they're also a benefit. Did anyone try to hit a butterfly?
I
Oh,
did.
no.
Not.
I do.
Why would I
Why
hit
do
a
always-
butterfly?
I accidentally harmed
Kind
one.
of
High,
monster.
they're too high right now. Oh, and they're gone.
Right. Well, you'll learn why you might want to hit a butterfly here shortly.
Oh no.
And actually, we may have been accelerated to that stage based on the
What
looks
stage?
of things.
You're making
We're
me-
on
you're making me
stage
very
5
nervous.
is what the screen says.
Stage
Making me very
5,
nervous.
5, 6, 7, yeah. So the sun's about to go down.
Uh-oh.
If somebody can catch let's go in the middle. The butterflies come in the middle. So let's go in the middle. Try not to kill the crops. Wait for butterflies. Oh, there they are.
Oh,
Try to hit
Heavy, you
one.
are surrounded.
oh, too high.
Try to hit one.
I hit
Oh.
one.
Look at the coins.
Oh, I think I got one too.
Yeah, you did. Yep.
Can we
Yeah,
jump?
we got 3 of
Are
them.
we
Yeah.
are we earning money for doing pest control?
Yes. Getting
Ah.
rewarded for pest control.
And the coins used are based on the person, right?
No,
So,
the team.
Team.
Oh, the team. Okay. So
It's
when
a
I bought
shared
the
bank.
seeds, we all bought the seeds.
Okay.
Got it.
Very cool. So I know we still
Yeah,
have to
this
cover.
is it. This is the part.
Oh, okay. So should we wait just 1 second to see the reveal before we, and then not necessarily show the? Oh no! Here come things.
Oh
Hey,
boy.
you little guy, stop eating our crops. Oh, there's more down there.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna spray for weeds, for bugs.
Okay, spray for bugs because they're everywhere already.
Bug
Half
spray.
our crops are like
Oh
gone.
no. Oh boy. Sorry,
I
I
think I
hit you.
punched Sam instead of the bug.
This is where it gets a little hectic. The currently the behavior on these is when you hit it, they despawn, but they still have their
stop
destroy
eating my
crop
crops.
attribute. I'll be making it so that you can kind of like pick them up out of the crops without destroying.
Oh, our crops are like we keep. Yes,
Yeah.
there it is. We.
But that's
We're-
going to
I don't know
that's
who's
going to
breaking
vary
more of
a
the
little bit.
crops.
It's the caterpillars eat the crops.
Oh.
So we're being infested with caterpillars, which is a reason why you might want to consider getting rid of the butterflies.
Oh,
Spraying for bugs. Wait, is that what
you're spraying Erik for
meant to
bugs.
happen occasionally, or is Brian doing that?
I'm doing it.
Brian is doing that.
I'm spending the
Because
money.
you're the controller.
Yes,
Oh,
but it
you're
costs us
spending
money.
the-
We're running out of money. We won't be able
Wait a
to spray
minute.
for bugs soon.
You chat with the NPC to spray. Oh, yes, you do. Okay.
Yeah.
excellent.
Yeah, so the NPC gives you control of the sprinkler system, which
Alright,
gives
so
water, fertilizer.
We have.
It's a
yeah, I
nice
was gonna say,
segue for
I think this is a good place to leave us while
Yeah.
we're feeling hectic in all of this,
Yeah.
without giving too much away here, right?
Mhm.
So let's segue. First of all, Brian, this is all amazing. I'm so excited to play further. Not
Mhm.
enough coins.
I
Oh,
tried to
no.
water.
Yeah. You just need one butterfly.
But I think it's time, and now it is live. So first of all, Brian, unbelievably amazing stuff, like just ridiculously
Thank you.
amazing stuff. And I want to back up here a little bit in our Flipgrid, and let everyone know that we are now at a point. Speaking of challenges, see, there's my segue, Sam. I knew I had one in me. Speaking of undertaking a challenge, it is time to announce Challenge 2, and Challenge 2 is now live on the Flipgrid page.
Woohoo!
And the great thing about this challenge is you're already started. So what you're going to see very quickly is that our challenges for the preseason kind of lead into one another. So you've gotten started on your farms. And for those of you who haven't, if you're just joining us, then this is where you'll pick up. And there's no way or no reason why you can't kind of catch up with us. Be pretty easy, because your goal this time is to work with your teammates to create a farm that produces food for a large community. Some of you have created phenomenal farms, but they seem like they only might feed the small community living in that area. How do we produce food for a much larger community than you may have originally considered? So that is our challenge. And how do we manage ensuring all your community members are able to eat? So now it's not just about producing the food, but producing enough food for a large community. So that is your challenge. Again, you can continue building on what you did for challenge 1, or you can start fresh. That's entirely up to you. But the information we'd love to hear from you as you continue this challenge is, and as you give us a tour, is, again, what roles did they take? And how did you create this big, massive now farm, right? That's going to feed more people. Why did you design it that way? Again, similar questions to what you saw last week. What different resources and factors did you have to consider for this part of the challenge? Again, how would you upgrade it, right? Because now we can feed lots of people doesn't mean it's exactly what we want it to be. Maybe there are still challenges we have to consider. And what are some of the ways you could change the farm to produce even more? So we're going to keep pushing you to go further. So again, your challenge this week, consider what you did in preseason challenge 1, or if you're just joining us, take on the challenge directly as it is written, and ask yourself and design it to feed a large scale community. So go big. This is your week. This is your challenge to go big. And we would love to see you go big in this one. All right, so that is your challenge. Remember that you can submit by clicking the record a response button. And the other thing we'd like to ask you to do, and again, you could always go back to the NASEF website and see from our previous videos or from the little snip video that I've created, how to do your Farmcraft submissions through Flipgrid. So we're not going to cover all those steps right now. You can find those on the website. But also take the time to go back to preseason challenge 1, which is now frozen. No more entries for that one. But you'll notice you can comment and you can like these videos right here. So you know what? I'm gonna like all the videos that are here so far. There will be so many more very, very soon. In the next 48 hours or so, you're gonna see so many more entries that have gotten there. These are the ones we wanted to showcase today, but we're gonna be adding all of the ones that we've seen submissions for that have met that criteria and took on challenge 1. You're going to see those added to the page, so you'll have a chance to see what all those other people that we didn't have time to share were able to accomplish with their preseason challenge 1. So we're really excited for you to have a chance to go back and look, to chat with one another, to comment, and to start a conversation about what interests you or what you thought was really cool about somebody else's build. All right, so that is preseason challenge 2, which is live right now. It's official. It is up and running. So go back one more time. There is preseason challenge 2. And just a reminder, when you go to that main link on the Farmcraft site, you'll see right now, of course, there is a link right here for preseason challenge 2, or you can go to the drop down and choose preseason challenge 2 right here.
And these are
Oh.
due Friday, March 12th at 5:00 p.m. Pacific time, 8:00 p.m. Eastern time, and all the time zones beyond that. So we hope to see more submissions, and we will be posting more on the Flipgrid page. Just a reminder, when you're submitting your submissions, please have the title be in or please have your team name be in the title, and also please refrain from using full student names if possible. So if you have a Zoom recording, for example, try to change the display names to be the student's first name and last initial, because we won't be publishing videos that have faces or identifiable information about the students in Flipgrid. We'll keep them closed for our review, but we do want to share as many of those submissions as possible. So. Oh.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
think now if we've got a minute, which we only have about a
Go
minute,
back to the screen
Mhm.
share, Eric, and watch
Oh,
Sam deliver the goods here.
Oh my goodness.
I've never seen
All right,
this part.
Sam. I
All
think
right.
this is a good way.
So
You know,
happy.
on the agenda we had closing thoughts. I think this is better. So
Right
let's
click
go
on
with
it.
Okay, just
drive
right
us
click on
into
it.
the sunset
Right click
Where's
on
the cameraman? Oh, here
on
we
the
go.
driver's seat. I'm
Right.
right here. I'm right here.
Am I in
got you.
frame? Am I in frame?
You are in frame, Sam. You are in
Oh
there.
my gosh.
Oh my gosh, wait, don't
Okay.
drive yet. Don't run me over.
Yeah, I
No,
don't
we're
want to be
gonna.
in front.
We should go where the crops are, and you
Okay,
you have
wait,
to
wait.
drive over the crops.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, you are harvesting. I was going to say you're a harvesting machine, but that's kind of literal. That's a little on the nose.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm
is
on the
too much
wrong
fun.
side.
Nice work. Look at you.
That
Look at your
is
work.
Awesome.
And you've left a whole lot of caterpillars in your wake.
They're still coming.
They're
Yeah.
still coming. So
Yeah.
clearly
Caterpillars
our
are-
teams, as they enter the regular season in just a few weeks, are going to have their work cut out for them. We clearly did. They're still coming.
Yeah,
Okay, the movement, like we didn't get to see the movement when they were in the crops, but this is just,
They're adorable, aren't they? I mean,
it's amazing. They're
they're
inching along.
they're vicious to our crops.
It's a little
but
gross.
they are
yeah.
adorably vicious to our crops.
Oh my goodness. I would say they're lucky they're so cute.
Some of them are just leaving. They're done. They're like, oh, no more crops. We're out.
Yeah, there's going to be some surprises. You haven't seen it all, so just know that this will present you with some interesting challenges and creative teamwork that needs to go into coming up with the best result.
So I gotta say, when you're playing like survival mode in Minecraft, it kind of keeps you on your toes. You manage your time, you do all these things.
Right.
In creative, I very comfortably and lackadaisically sort of build my farm. No more.
Not in this case.
The clock
Sorry.
is ticking and things are happening.
Sorry, people are hungry. People need to eat.
That's right.
It's up to you.
Oh
All
my
right.
I need to take
Any
a picture
closing
of myself
statements,
in here.
ideas from anybody before we head out? Sam, I want to give it back to you, of course.
Yeah, thank you to the three of you for joining me today, and everyone in the chat who joined. I saw Kate had joined us for a little bit, and she did enjoy the cart, which we're excited about. So be sure to visit our website, nasef.org/farmcraft, for more information. The team registration guide is there, so if you haven't registered at all, it's not too late, because Farmcraft officially starts March 31st. So you still have a couple of weeks to get in, and also get access to free Minecraft education licenses. So I think that's today's stream. We'll be back in 2 weeks on March 17th, and we will see you all then. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks
Thank you.
so much.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Bye,
And Brian,
everyone.
thanks one more time for this.
Oh,
This
my
was great.
pleasure. Thank you
Brian,
for-
oh my gosh, yes.
Stop.